H2 Overcomers. Yes, I did exercise today. And I'm here now to bring you a message. Number 4 in God, are you crazy? Now, this is one that it wasn't just one person saying it. It was everybody at the same time. All right, there are two nations, the Ises and the Phils, and they are border each other, and they are battling. They are fighting. And at this time of this story, you all, it's more than one thing to have a battle, because when you lost the battle, you would then be subject to the other side's everything. You ought to lose a battle. It might not be just death. Your family may be taken away. And boy, people are going to be molested and they're going to burn things and pillage and take it. It wasn't really a civil people that the Ises were fighting. As a matter of fact, as history records it, the Phils had become quite adept in using iron to make weapons. They were full-time warriors, and they were mean at the border and attacking. But at this time, they also had this thing where two armies would come out on a big field and get ready to face each other, much like the Revolutionary Wars of this country, or if you've heard of history where you are. So the leaders would come and they would stand off against each other and make demands. The Ises are under it because the Phils have a great warrior, one big literal giant. And they propose, I tell you what, we'll send out our giant, one man, to face your one man. If our man wins, you will be subject to us and whatever we want to do to you. And if we lose, we'll be subjected to you and whatever you want to do. Now, these Phils must have been very confident in their giant. They had reason to. He was undefeated. He was 2-3 times the size of a regular man. And it says, the account is that the head on his spear alone was the size of the average man's head. And he had the strength to throw that thing. This man had the confidence of everyone behind him. They were willing to accept whatever he did. Now, the Ises could not come up with anybody who wanted to take the challenge. They couldn't come up with anybody to go fight this giant. Not even the Ises king would do it. And they're on this standoff being offended by the other side were just calling them names and talking about them. And what really got them was they said, even your God ain't nothing. A young boy comes on the scene to visit his brothers who are in the Ises army, and he hears this, and he's like, what? Who would offend us? What is wrong with you all? Are you going to just take this? He comes forward and says, I'll fight him. And he said it loud enough that everybody else heard. The king heard also. Who is this young boy? But the other side, there's a child out there who wants to fight. So see, if you all really want to read this account and get it, there's more to use your imagination, but then to look at the historical account of what really happened. Once he said it, everybody else heard it. And now it looks even worse because not even a man would do it, but you all are so vile. You all are so childish that a boy, the king hears it. If you all think that this story of David and Goliath is so great because David was so brave to go out and fight the giant, I hear say there's more to it. What always amazed me is after a period of time, the king, his name was Saul, agreed to let David, a 15-year-old boy, go out and represent them. God, are you crazy? Couldn't you hear everybody say it when the king says, sure, we'll let him go? Everybody's head turned. It was a wave that would put any football stadium to shame. You're going to do what? A 15-year-old, 120-pound boy is going to go face this giant 4 times his size, a warrior? Are you crazy? But here's the question. Why would Saul, the king, agree to let David go? Have you ever thought about that? Here's the answer. Because Saul recognized in David the power. Saul knew that David was going to win because Saul had that power. Saul had that connection before. Look back and read about Saul's beginnings. There was another time where another great army was coming in to take over the Israel's territory, and Saul, as king, was offended, and with the strength of God, he went out and defeated them, such that it says not even two were left standing together. Saul knew that when God is for you, who can stand against you? Saul knew that it wasn't crazy. So my question to you today is, even when you get the crazy answer from God, are you willing to let it go out of your hands and let somebody else handle the business? Are you able to let go of the wheel and get the help that God's going to send? Are you willing to let a 15-year-old boy go to war for you? You got to recognize, just like Saul did, when it's for you, nothing can stand against you. Now hold on for that and go read it for yourself. H2O. If you like this message, please click on the thumbs up. But more importantly, we really hope you leave a comment to let us know what you think and feel in your experiences. And then don't forget to share, because hope will make the world go round. H2O.